Hi friends, welcome back. And for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Kate. I'm so excited that you're here. Today's class is an energizing Vinyasa class with Backbends. So it's got some creative sequencing in it. We're going to play around, we're going to have some fun. We're going to warm up sweetly in the beginning, and then we're going to work our way into some heart openers in this class. So I would probably qualify this class as an intermediate class, but of course, absolutely everyone is welcome here. And if you try this class and you like it, as always, give a little loving thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what your favorite transition or posture was, because we're going to be doing some fun ones in this class. And subscribe if you want to practice more yoga together. But when you're ready to have some fun and move and create more space in your body, then let's go ahead and get started. All right, friends. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to get started in toes pose. So on your knees, and then you tuck your toes under. And I like to move my little toe out to make sure I'm getting all of them in this stretch. And if this is too much for you, you can always take an easy seat. And we will be here for quite a few breaths. So if you need to come out of it, that's totally fine. This is your practice. Make it your own. So before we get into any type of movement, let's just arrive on our mat. So start to become aware of your surroundings, the sounds around you, not judging them, good or bad, just an awareness of them. Then click the dial 1, click inward to your physical body. What are you feeling right now? Are your shoulders up a little bit towards your ears? Can you relax them down? Can you soften your navel? Can you soften the space between your eyebrows? Maybe a little smile comes to your face. Can you feel the hair on the back of your neck? And then go one click inward and rest your attention on your breath. And start to understand if your breathing is shallow or deep today. And just start to intentionally elongate your inhales and your exhales. We'll take 3 big breaths together. So evacuate all the air, let it all out. And then inhale through the nose. Seal the lips. Exhale through the nose. Let the shoulders down the back. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose, nice and slow. And exhale, let the shoulders down the back. Make this one a little bit bigger, but still with ease. Big, slow inhale. And long, slow exhale. And so maybe you untuck your toes here, or maybe you keep them tucked. And we'll find a little bit of movement with our breath. So inhale the arms up. And then exhale them through cactus. So your elbows back behind you, your chest comes forward until your hands are all the way down by your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale through cactus. Just warming up the shoulders, the upper body. Inhale up. Exhale through cactus with your breath now. Keep going. Really tapping into your breath and moving with it. So let your inhales expand you. And let your exhales open your chest. Two more. Last one. And on your exhale, when your hands are down at the bottom, keep them there. Clasp the hands behind the back or elbows if that's accessible. Then chase the ground with your fists while keeping the ribs knitted in. So don't let them flare out too much. We're just getting into our chest, opening through the shoulders. Maybe your gaze shifts upward. Maybe your sternum raises towards the sky. See if you can scoop your heart center skyward. And breathe. Maybe you drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then round it forward and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then come to neutral. Lift your shoulders back over your hips. Take a breather. And we'll take half cow face arms. So you could do this with a strap or you can do it with one arm. Breathe your right arm up and your left arm back behind you. So maybe your hands connect, or maybe you use a strap to connect them, or you can also do this one-handed by just grabbing your right elbow with your left arm. Option, if you are connected behind your back, is to wiggle your head into the nook of your elbow of your right arm, and then shift your gaze up to deepen. Few breaths here. And then exhale, switch it out. So whatever variation you took on the other side, try to match it, but also know that your sides might be different. Relax your shoulders, let your body open. Don't worry about how it's supposed to look, just open. And take whatever variation you need to feel a sensation that feels good in your body. And slowly release. We'll plant both hands on the floor. Stretch our legs out long behind us and we'll find Cobra pose. So 90-degree angle with the arms. Roll the shoulders down the back so your neck is long. Spike into your pelvis. Squeeze the glutes, active with the legs, and press into all 10 toes, so much so that your kneecaps come off the ground. So this is a very active pose. We're shining our chest forward. And it's almost as if energetically our arms are squeezing back towards our body, and that allows us to shine our chest forward. And breathe here. And we'll incorporate some movement. So look over your right shoulder, still keeping all that activity in your body. Then slowly look over your left shoulder. Then your right. And your left. And we'll add on just a little bit here. So look over your right shoulder and kick your left foot up towards your body. Don't worry about how far up you kick it. And then look to the right and look to the left and kick your right foot up. And that's the move. So just alternate. Looking to the right, kick the left up. Looking to the left, kick the right up. Nice controlled movements. And as we move with our breath here, you might find a little bit more mobility. Maybe a little bit more range of motion as we wake up the body. One more time, each side. Nice. Now stay active with the lower body. Press into the hands. Elbows come off the mat, perhaps. Seal pose. So keep your neck neutral, looking about 2 feet in front of you, and shine your chest forward. Scoop your heart center up towards the front of the room. For 3, for 2, for 1. Lower down. Place your hands back behind you, palms face up. We'll take one breath relaxed. And then inhale. Lift your chest, lift your legs, locust pose. Building strength in our back. Lift your arms and your legs. Squeeze the glutes. Neutral neck. For 3, maybe a little bit higher. For 2, for 1, and lower. One big breath in. And out. We're going to enter again. Inhale, locust pose. Arms up, feet up. Spike into the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. For 3, maybe a little bit higher. For 2, for 1. Lower all the way down. Place the hands under the shoulder, press up into tabletop position. And we're going to take some intuitive movements here. So whether that's traditional cat-cows or side-to-side cat-cows, or maybe you flip your hands so they're palm-faced up and stretch your wrists. Whatever you need here, just take a few breaths and tap into that. And once you're feeling pretty good, ground into the hands firmly, tuck the toes, lift the knees off the mat, send your hips back, and then up, and pedal out your downward dog. First downward dog of the class. So make it loving, make it sweet, but pay attention to the knuckles in your hand. Really make contact with the mat. Navel in toward your spine. So maybe you breathe onto your tiptoes. Or maybe you dip one hip to one side. Really explore this downward dog. We're going to get into some fun and different sequencing today, so don't be afraid to explore different variations of poses that you know pretty well. And then come to stillness for 2 breaths in downward dog. Have a lot of integrity in this pose, so the hip bones rise. And inhale. Exhale. In and out. And on your next inhale, ripple up to a plank. Shine your chest forward, floating up dog. Keep the core strong. Exhale, down dog. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly ripple up into an up dog. And exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Last one, with love. Inhale, ripple forward. Shine the chest forward. And exhale, down dog. Walk the feet as wide as the mat and walk your hands towards the center. Place your left hand in the center and your right hand reaches back for your left foot. Downward dog, twist. Look up under your arm fold. And then switch out the hands. And reach back with your left hand. Right ankle. Nice. Come back to your traditional downward dog and pay attention to this transition. This is a fun one I learned from Patrick Beach. So let's get into it. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale your right knee to your left tricep. And then place your right foot on the outside of your left leg. Lift the left arm up. So we're in this reverse tabletop, your chest pointing skyward. Send the hips back down to the heels. Maybe breathe them up, getting into the shoulder and the back. And then the left hand plants. Chest is facing towards the mat. Ankles are crossed. Inhale to an up dog, floating on tiptoes. And exhale, 3-legged down dog. Left leg rises. Step it all the way forward to the outside of your left hand. Plant the right hand. Inhale. Left arm up. Reach it up. Take a moment here. Feel the power in this posture. Feel your hips opening, your chest spiraling skyward. And exhale, left hand plants, back heel swivels down. Inhale, your right arm by your ear. So find one long line of energy from your right toes to your right fingertips. Spiral the chest open. Breathe. And then exhale, sink the hips down. Let the right toes pop up towards the sky. Skandasana or side lunge. Try to find length in your spine. Maybe you even open up with your left hand on the ground and your right arm towards the sky. Place both hands on the mat. Let your hips face forward. Your back knee comes to the mat. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, both arms rise. And then grab each elbow behind the head. Scoop the heart skyward. Send the elbows towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Take a mini back bend. Allow your face to be soft. Allow your hips to sink in. Press into your feet a lot. And exhale through cactus. Both hands meet the mat. Step the right foot up to the top of the mat. Sink your hips down into malasana. And you can play around here. So maybe you want to take a really active malasana. So your back straight. You're widening through your knees, or maybe you want to reach forward and round through the back. Make this your version of what you need today. And then come to stillness for a breath. And we'll inhale for the count of 5, come up to standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, arms overhead. 1. Exhale, swan dive, forward, fold it in. Inhale to a half lift, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a high plank, lower through your chaturanga. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Step your left foot on the outside of your right foot. The right hand comes off the mat. The chest turns skyward. This reverse tabletop position. Send your hips down towards your feet. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you breathe them upward, taking it into your thoracic and upper back. Plant the right hand. Ankles crossed. Inhale, up dog, floating. Exhale, three-legged down dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step right foot forward, outside of your right hand. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up, dragonfly. Really reach up with your right hand, reach down with your left hand, open your chest. And then exhale, back heel comes down, change out the hands, right hand lands. Inhale, left arm by ear. One long line of energy from your left toes through your left fingertips. Spiral the chest open, look under your arm. And then exhale, let your hips sink. Left toes pop up, side lunge. Try to keep both heels firmly on the floor. And both sides will be different, so feel into that. Let it be and play around. So maybe you wiggle around in this posture to play, or maybe your right hand comes out to the side and your left hand reaches up. Then come out, swivel the hips forward, back knee meets the mat. Inhale, both arms up. Grab either elbow and exhale. Sink the hips in while the heart scoops skyward. Allow the chest to rise here. Shift your gaze up. And exhale, both hands meet the mat. Step the left foot up to meet the right foot. Sink the hips down. Find your yogi squat, malasana here. We'll rise for a silent count of 5 on your inhale. Arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Pull it in. Inhale, half lift, shine the chest forward. Exhale. Step back through your high plank, lower through your chaturanga, and inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. So we're going to do that same sequence with a little bit more pace. So inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Step the right foot back. Lift the left hand. Chest spiral skyward. Sink the hips down. And then option to raise the hips up. Replant the left hand. Ankles are crossed. Inhale to your floating up dog. Exhale, three-legged down dog. Left leg lifts. Then step the left foot forward outside the left hand. Inhale, left hand up. Dragonfly. Replace the right hand with the left hand. Back heel swivels down. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, hips swivel forward. Back knee meets the mat. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, grab the elbows, sink the hips in. Take the back bend. On your exhale, release. Step the left or the right foot up to meet the left foot. Malasana Yogi squat. One breath in, one breath out. Then inhale, rise for 5. Arms overhead. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, step or hop back through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, your left leg up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Step it back on the outside of your right foot. Lift the right hand up. Chest pivots skyward. Send the hips back down towards the heel. Maybe you inhale, rise your hips. And then replant the right hand. Ankles are crossed. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, down dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward, outside the right hand. Left hand plants, right hand reaches up. Exhale, right hand plants. Heel meets the mat. Left arm reaches up, extended side angle. On your exhale, hips swivel forward, back knee comes down. Inhale, both arms up. Grab either elbow and sink into your low lunge. Scoop the heart skyward, take a mini back bend. Exhale, both hands down. Step the left foot up to meet the right foot. And stay. Yogi squats. Take a few breaths here. We're going to actually play around in this malasana. So see if you can walk both your feet together, knees touching, big toes touching into this cosmic egg, rounding through each vertebrae. And your hands can be out in front of you, reaching, or curled and hugged around your knees. Bring your navel in towards your spine to activate the core. Maybe you come up onto your tiptoes. Maybe you sink your hips down. And then spread your feet apart just a little bit, keeping our balance here. And we'll play into some additional backbend tabletop variations. So swim your right hand back behind you, place it into the middle of the mat, really slowly and intentionally, and then inhale the hips up. So maybe you're in a reverse tabletop. Maybe you can even take it into like a half wheel or a full wheel variation. And exhale, come back. See if you can do it with your balance, just back into this cosmic egg variation. And then swim your left hand around. Place it all the way back in the middle of the mat. Hips rise, come into this reverse tabletop. Maybe you raise them even more, coming into almost like a wheel variation. And then come back into your cosmic egg. We'll take one more time, each side. So swim your right hand back. Reach to the middle of the mat, lift the hips skyward. Maybe you turn it into a little bit more of a back bend, coming into wheel. And come back into cosmic egg. And last side here. Swim your left arm back. Reach into the middle of the mat. Inhale your hips high. Reach your right arm back. And when you're ready, come back to your cosmic egg, Malasana variation. We'll sit down on our mat, all the way onto our back. Make sure each vertebrae is touching the floor, and we'll come into a happy baby. So neutralizing our spine and getting into our hips, so your peace fingers can be at your big toe, or your hands can be at your arches. And play around here. Let this be intuitive. Let this be playful. Let your heart rate slow down. And if it's in your practice and you want to take it, engage the core, lift the legs into a shoulder stand, supported at your waist. Point the toes up towards the sky. And if you'd like to, and you feel activated and in control, you can let your feet lower into plow pose. You can take your feet wide. You can let your knees melt towards the mat. Whichever variation you want to play with today. Maybe you take eagle legs. And when you're ready, lift your legs back up to shoulder stand, supported by your hands, and then slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae onto your back. Option to release the legs onto the mat and your arms wide, or come up into an easy seated position for a sweet closing. So take all the time you need to let your body relax, to honor the work that you just did, the space that you created in your body. And if you want more of a cool down, there's a 10-minute cool down that comes up next. And if you're ready for a 7-day challenge with fun creative flows like today's, then you can sign up in the description. All my love. I hope you feel amazing. Namaste, my friends.